is Chika Samuels, as you well know. If you don't know, where have you been? I'm your host on Wellness Friday, and I'm an integrative health practitioner. And my favorite niche is the health of women, especially when they are in childbearing age, okay, and also busy urban adults. How do they lead sustainable lifestyles? So we have a whole new level of conversation, a whole new level of excitement to dish out today. So there's a lot that we have to discuss today, and I'm so excited. Today we're launching our new book and why you need to get this book. We're going to be discussing all of that today. Also, what the So Precious Wellness community serves you and how it's different from everything else you have tried in the past. Okay, first I'll start by throwing light on what is toxins about. First of all, before you talk about detoxification or removing toxins, you need to identify where they are, because if you don't know where they are, you don't even know when you stumble at them. You don't know how they interact with your body. You don't know how they impact your system. So first of all, we need to understand what it is, how to remove it, how to reduce its impact, how to reduce the impact of environmental toxins in our body. Be sure to stick to the last of the show, the last few moments of the show, because I'm going to be discussing supplementation. Is a huge conversation. I'm sure a lot of you know that supplementation is a huge topic, is a huge conversation, and I'm going to be discussing long-term and short-term what's it called, supplementation. So it's something that you need to hear, and I know it's a lot of topic. A lot of times people send me some supplements. Oh, I saw this, or my friends say, oh, I should take this vitamin this, nutrient this, mineral this. I just want to run it by you, Coach Chika. What do you think about it? So stick to the end of the show. We're going to be discussing all this, and also what protocols, like short-term and long-term protocols that you require, like we do our 12 weeks functional medicine detox as a short-term supplementational plan. What is it targeted at? How does it remove toxins like heavy metals, intestinal cleanses, candida bacterial overgrowth, allergies, immune system, mods, UTIs, repetitive infections and all that, and how these doses help to boost your immune system, directly actually kill some pathogens. For those that are on short-term plan, we are directing them to kill identified pathogens, and also how the ones for long-term use actually help to, they are food supplements. They help to boost your immune system, like you have your daily vitamin and mineral requirements, because these are necessary things that your body needs. We're going to be talking about them, how they help to build up your lack of proteins that you don't take in from your diet, how because you have a lot of inputs, if you're a busy urban adult, which is also one of my niches of interest, because you're so busy, you're giving a lot of emotions, time, resources to family, friends, colleague, work, business. There's a lot of inputs. You're giving. So there is necessary need for you to replenish. So because you're going to have higher outputs in life, supplements also that help with stress and sleep deficiencies, that help with ongoing genetic factors and all that. So we're going to be talking about all this. It's a big conversation, so don't go anywhere. Call in everyone, share the link and to everyone, and there's a reason why we're having this on a private Facebook page, so that we are sure that the people that need to hear it actually are serious about it. We don't want to just put it out there. We want to be sure that people that are seeking for knowledge and the people that need it are the people that actually hear it. So you must know that toxins and diseases and pathogens are not going anywhere. They're not going to leave your system. They're not going to leave on their own if you don't do something about it. If you don't disrupt the process, they're not going anywhere. Mineral, vitamins, deficiencies, they do not go or stay away unless you support them very frequently. These are statements of fact, and this is the reason why we have short-term supplements, which we put you on a short term. It depends on the need. That's why a lot of people, when they come and say, oh, this supplement, they say I should take this multivitamin, they say I should take this vitamin K, vitamin C and all that, this particular brand, and what do you think about it? And I'm asking, why do you need it? Have you identified the need for it? Okay, has a medical practitioner identified a need for you to take it, or you're just taking it because they said, oh, it does this and it does that? And we are also that for media and advertisements and all that. And I tell you, someone that looks very macho or ripped and all the hourglass, and I tell you, oh, is this supplement that is making the person We're going to talk a lot more about that. So don't snooze. I come loaded onto you today. Get your writing materials, get a cup of So Precious herbal tea, and enjoy the show. I have a lot to discuss today, and I hope you're ready for me. And also share your learnings. I want to know where you're joining in from. Comment, click on the comment section and let me know where you're joining from. If you experience any aha moment, like really, I want to know what your aha moments are. Okay, and I want to know, share your learnings also. Okay, I'll be in the comment section soon to interact and engage with you. You know, one of the scariest, very concerning things that I find a lot of people, experience in practice, especially when they have the first consultation with us, is how their eyes are open to the toxins that are living in their home, in their children's school, in their children's bedroom, in their bathroom, when they finally figure out that they've been lied to most of their lives. I won't forget the shock on one of the spouses, a couple that joined one of our, fertility coaching program. The man was like, I never knew custard was a chemical. Like, I've known custard even before I knew about pap. Like, how did it go wrong? How is it not natural, right? Because you grew up thinking that, the government, the corporations, the teachers, your conventional doctors, and every other organization, like, they have your best interest at heart. The truth is, this is simply not the case. Teachers and doctors, for the most part, they try to do their best to help and educate you, but a whole lot of them are misled themselves by private interest groups like big corporations that only care about money and really don't care about health. Okay, and these are the people that produce a lot of the popular supplements, popular supplements, pharmaceutical supplements that okay, because they are all there in the media and all that. So we haven't been told, some of the big important truths, especially about the state of our current world. When you finally come to terms to accept the truth, you begin to see what a toxic world we live in and how we got here. Most importantly, the next step is realizing that you most likely have in contact with you at least over 200 or more cancer causing toxins floating all around you, stored possibly in the tissues of your body. Yes, unless you're living under the cave. If you're living in an urban city and you're interacting with urbanization, you can be sure that this fact is actually very relatable. Many of these come from your personal care products, your pesticides. Some of you spray your house like every 2 days, mosquito sprays and all that. You're eating toxins containing foods. Most of your imported fruits and vegetables are sprayed with these pesticides so that they come to you looking fresh, right? You're drinking tap water, or you're washing your food in tap water. This is toxic water. Breathing polluted car exhaust. Many of these things are more. And for example, the chemicals found in your personal care product, I'm talking about a skincare product, are shown by research to have 884 of them are toxic. 146 of them have been found to be, cause tumors. 208 of them have been found to cause reproductive complications. 314 of them has been found to cause biological mutation. 376 of them have been found to cause skin or eye irritations. This is no longer speculation. In fact, it is even getting scarier. Did you know that 90% of our water system, your tap water, someone was asking, oh, I thought our tap water was coming from the ocean and from the sea and from the... I said, no. It is your toilet water, recycled, just filtered, untreated, back to your tap. And a lot of people flush their drugs, their medication, their pharmaceuticals down the toilet drain. So it recycles back because it's not coming from your fresh, clean ocean and seas. 90% of our water systems are containing cancer-causing chemicals. Your tap water is not coming from oceans. It's just recycled shit water. Yes. So if you want to read all, kinds of these fascinating facts on toxins, on the average home or personal care products and much more, I love the website called Environmental Alternatives. Check their blog. It is called Facts and Statistics on Toxins. Just like Natural Geographical article. Nobody wants to believe that we're actually slowly being poisoned. But we sure are. The Natural Geographical article is just one out, of thousands of, documents, research studies out there highlighting the dangerous world that we're living in. The problem is that these things are not out there. They are not spoken of with as much passion as they should or as they deserve. So the problem is that since we can't see the majority of these toxins with our naked eyes, right? It makes steering clear of them very, very much more difficult. Okay, but this show is not to scare you, but rather to light up a fire, under you, to use this fact, this information, because when you're more informed, you can take a more informed, decision, right? Because you're now aware. So we're enabling you with information to take informed decisions, to get healthy, and to make sure that you share this message with everyone else. To make it easier, I have actually listed the major home, office, environmental toxins that you can watch out for, and there are safer alternatives. I've mentioned those in my new book, The Untold Impact of Toxins on Your Fertility and Your Health. I chose those words very passionately because they are untold. These things are not things that you put on Netflix or you turn on Google and all that and you see. They are not out there, and it is deliberate for it to be spoken less of. So in this book, I am bearing it out, the untold impact. It is barely spoken of, but it's making it more dangerous because a lot of people are not aware. So they are having doctor's diagnosis that the medical practitioner is telling them, I don't know what to do anymore after treating malaria, typhoid, antibiotics, surgery. They can't help you anymore. They tell you, oh, you're stressed, go home and rest. It doesn't go beyond this. They can't help you anymore because they can't understand it, because toxins are not visible to the naked eyes, and they were not trained to know how to talk about toxins or even their impact and how to prevent them. You get? So it's because I want you to go into the new year informed, not wondering how you got sick, or not wondering, oh, why is my spouse, my child, always repetitively having infections, or always being on antibiotics and all that. You're not wondering what went wrong, or why you're so fat and no diet plan is working for you. I wrote this book in a simple manner while relating the most important chemicals, what you need to know, and how to keep you and your family healthy. So instead of telling you what every harmful ingredient does to your body, I listed in that book what to stay away from and which ones are best, the safer alternatives. And this allows you to actually dig deeper into research on certain toxins that you may be more exposed to, depending on where you work, what you do, which part of town you stay, and all that. Because if you're an urban adult, you are constantly assaulted by toxins. You must know that. So in the book Untold Impact of Toxins on Your Fertility and Health, I broke it down in simple chapters. You have a chapter explaining, what's it called, introducing you to the basics, like if you have never heard about it before, taking you from baby stage, explaining what toxins are, how to stay away from them, where they are around you, and the healthier alternatives for the products that you use every day, such as your toothpaste. You'll be shocked. It's all in the book. You'll be shocked at how these things is in plain sight and nobody is seeing it. It's in your toothpaste, it's in your shampoos, it's in your moisturizers, in your what's it called, your skincare products. We have another part of the book explaining how to begin to remove some of these already because we've been using these things. Some of them we've been using them for years, so they're already accumulated toxins that are making you resistant to a lot of treatments. Okay, so it explains to you how it's absolutely imperative that you avoid these toxins at all costs. Why? The reason why, because the way we like talking to adults is when we explain to you the reason why you have to do something, it makes applying them very easy, right? So, and it's about doing your best to systematically empty these things from your blood, because it is there, from your body, and from your brain, because it is there if you're using this product that we have identified that have these toxins. Okay, in several what's it called, videos, YouTube videos, webinars, I have previously explains the impact of small things like plastics, BPA, your pesticides, your heavy metals, and other toxins, environmental toxins that you have, and how they impact your health. And I really took time to expatiate this, taking it from a layman, and it's so simple. I love how I write like I love to read. Okay, because having trained with a lot of bright minds, medical doctors and all that, they tend to want to bamboozle you with so many words that you're more confused than. So I like to write how I like to read, and I love to write how I love to learn. So I'm bringing it down to the way that even if you've never heard about toxins in your life, you're able to really appreciate, take baby steps, and understand how these things impact your health, where it is in your environment, okay, and what you can do, to begin to remove them from you and replace them with healthier alternatives. Okay, if you're just joining us, we're launching the book Untold Impact of toxins on your fertility and your health. And we're also relaunching and re-emphasizing the need, because we are gliding slowly into the closure of the subscription plan for our annual opening for the So Precious Wellness community. So because you see, when man-made toxins enter your body, when they invade your body, and they do every day if you're living in an urban city, it acts like a foreign invader, right? It causes like a warlike environment inside of you. Some people say, oh, I don't understand how my body is doing me. Yes. And if you run all the tests, they say, oh, I've run all the tests. They said, it's not malaria, it's not typhoid, it's not this, it's not that. And they can't find what the problem is, because it's assaulting and damaging your intestines, your liver, your organs, your joints, and it gets clogs into the brain. When this happens, an immune response is triggered, and inflammation stays in. Okay, that's when you start seeing people, they're having achy joints, painful body parts of their body and all that, and they can't physically, they're always having low mood and all that. So as like I explained earlier, deadly diseases of all kinds begin with inflammation, and that is what the end product of when a toxin enters your body. The target is to get your body inflamed, and deadly diseases actually begin with inflammation. You get the process now. So the process looks like symptoms of a disease that that you've been diagnosed with, or worse, doctors can't find out what the problem is or what is wrong with you, because your blood work looks clean. They look at your blood, oh, your blood work looks clean. I've been there. I know how frustrating it can be, and that is why it's essential that you take control of your own body. You begin to know and educate yourself about this untold because I call it untold because nobody really talks about it. Untold toxins, and the simplest and fastest way to get back on track. And that's what I took time to address in that book. That book serves you over 60,000 years of Ayurvedic medicine teachings on the foundations of detoxification. It serves you. It is rich in value. The book gives you the great news that we can actually combine functional medicine lab testing and nutritional food supplements to give your body brand new minerals to be able to fight back this inflammation and these symptoms. So with over 140,000 chemicals, man-made chemicals that are permeating the environment every day, and more is coming and being manufactured every day, stopping them is not a possibility. Don't even bother. What we can do is to reduce the impact and our exposure to them. So our job is to first identify where are these toxins in my environment, in my office, in my workplace, in my home, right, in my personal care product. And next, begin to empty the toxic load. And that is why I shared the link. Use the link in the comment below to take the free test of your toxicity test. It helps you know your toxicity load. How much of these toxins do you have in your body, so that you can start emptying them. Okay, and also to keep your levels low by doing a quarterly, an annual or quarterly, depending on your exposure level, 12 weeks functional medicine detox. Okay, and the meal plans that we share and the lifestyle changes that we share, this is how we keep diseases at bay. This is how we keep weight gain at bay. It is difficult for me to struggle with weight gain, and coming from a family where they say, oh, there's fat in your family, everybody is big in this family, you're destined to be fat. I can tell you that this is the way to keep diseases away. I have not been to the hospital for over a year, neither has my family, and that's not because we don't have impact with viruses. I'm not scared to have impact with viruses or moths or bacteria and all that. Why? Because the body is balanced, and I've enabled it with what it needs to fight back. Okay, so there is no other way. Trust me, there is no other way. So in this new book, I show you what items to avoid when trying for a child, or when you want to lower your toxic load. And then in the wellness community, ensure you join now, because subscription ends by the 30th of December. It closes for the year, right? For the year. And I teach you simple ways to actually begin to safely, draw out these toxins that you have internally using natural treatments that you can do right in your home. We're going to be having a weekly, audience, a weekly communication every Saturday. So I'm going to show you this thing. We're going to have a video, and it's going to be only for those on that wellness community. So to avoid these toxic products, to lower your toxic burden, in that book I listed a list of common products, and when you're reading it, don't get overwhelmed. The first reaction will be like, oh, that's so much to handle, but this is the reality, and that's why I said it's unspoken, it is untold. My advice is to simply relax into the process. Okay, understand that deep healing is a journey. Choose just one at a time. Choose one at a time, and begin to substitute for healthier options, because in that book I didn't just tell you what the problem is, I also gave you some solutions. So within a few months, you'll be surprised, you'll be pleasantly surprised at how much you have accomplished. You will start feeling well. I'm telling you, I used to feel so bloated, always gassing, always had pimples on my face, always had to wear makeup to cover, always feeling unwell, low energy and all that. That is no, I'm not wearing makeup. It's normal. I wake up full of energy, my libido is up, everything is working. And this is every day, as in every day. Most days, really, most days. Even when, you say, oh, you're menstruating, there's no energy. There's no such thing. It's hormonal imbalance that causes PMS. So that's for another day, okay? So let's take a sample. Like, let's take let's take your shampoo or your soap or your conditioner, right, as an example. Okay, so one important part, is that is often, overlooked, is that you shouldn't really be washing your hair or scalp on a daily basis. It dries out very quickly and damages your hair. Try to cut back to every other day, or at least twice in a week, as you can. This will ensure that no matter what toxic product you're using, is not building up in your system. Frequency reduction is one health hack, that I recommend very strongly. So if you take junk food, eat out, fake food, recently soda and all that, in terms of natural health alternatives, it's what I recommend is just reducing the frequencies. There are several other products for these shampoos and conditioner, and in that book I listed good brands that that you could explore. Like for soaps, there is Soap for Goodness Sake, that's if you're outside Nigeria. Make 3 Organics, there is Himalayan, there is Dr. Bronner, there's Attitude, I'm not advertising for them, but these are at least some of the advantages that you have by watching this. They currently meet the criteria of toxic free, right? And there are many others, products that you can trust. And I also teach you in the wellness community, you can actually scan for the toxic level of the products before you buy them off the shelf. So keep in mind that you're reading a book. Every product that I recommend will be listed and updated on our So Precious Wellness community. So if you want to know about Nigerian brands that are safe and toxic free products, skincare products, join the community. Okay, you want to have skin to glow, you want to yellow purple, or you want to chocolate brown, or you want natural fairness, supple satin skin, join the wellness community. I got you. Okay, so for soaps, I prefer people to switch to natural face scrubs, because if they currently have acne or oil buildup, then soaps that contain something like coconut, olive oil, shea butter for daily use is going to aggravate things, right? Many people also enjoy Asian techniques of using oil to cleanse their face while hydrating it at the same time. For soaps, I recommend the same brands that I did for shampoos and for conditioner. Then for makeup, the average woman is walking around right now wearing an estimate of 63 disease-causing chemicals on her skin. Makeup has become so toxic that, in fact, I read about a US research report that states that 1 in 8 ingredients, that is out of 82,000, contain known cancer-causing and hormone-disrupting chemicals. And this is the dirty industry, secrets that cosmetic companies don't want you to know about. And the issue with makeup is that your skin is porous, and this allows the cream, the lotion, the moisturizers, the chemicals, or anything else that you place on it to go directly into the skin, into the bloodstream. Shockingly, this is actually worse than swallowing some toxins through your mouth. Since during, when you're swallowing something or you're taking, what's it called, during digestion, you'll be typically be able to filter the chemicals before they fully get into your bloodstream. But this is not the case when you're applying products on your skin, and that's what a lot of people don't know. That's what they don't know. In few seconds from your skin, it has gone to your bloodstream. So the best rule of thumb that I always say is to make sure that if it's not food grade, if you cannot put it in your mouth and you can't eat it, then it should not be on your skin. As a side note, your skin actually works as well as a transportation vehicle into your blood. In fact, ancient forms of medicine usually use infused herbs into oils and apply them directly on the skin. These healers knew that few teaspoons of certain oils will be absorbed very directly into the bloodstream, and it will help to probably deal with weak digestive system, for people that can't swallow or can't ingest herbs internally. So that's how fast things get from your skin to your bloodstream. So in this book, I really took time to list, chemicals to watch out for your makeup. Many are similar to birth products, like you have your BPA, you have your DAA related ingredients, you have your parabens. There are so many of them. I listed them in the book. So get the book immediately. You need it. Trust me. It's a toxic world we're living in. You need it. And you also get it at 50% discount when you if you're doing it now, because the book is 10,000 naira. So you pay for it, you get 50% discount to get access to our wellness community. So instead of paying 110,000 naira, paying 60,000 naira. Can you beat that? Okay, you can't. And this is what we are talking about. We're talking about, the book is dealing with Ayurvedic functional medicine and bioregulatory methods of healing the body through science. And one of the frequently asked questions on wellness that I get very frequently is, a lot of people ask, oh, why do I need supplementation? Coach, you have given me a diet plan. Why do I need supplementation? I'm eating healthy, right? It's a good question, and it really is. It's a legitimate question, and it's one that I used to ask, the practitioners that I trained with, that I worked with, for a while ago. I used to ask those questions, and they gave me really good reasons, and I'm going to share those with you. So you see, your body is a nutrient powerhouse. Okay, it's a nutrient powerhouse. Your body functions by nutrition, by nutrients. Certain nutrients keep your body going, like your vitamin C, your vitamin E, your omega-3, your zinc, your B vitamins, your I mentioned zinc, your iron, your protein. They are all needed for muscles. Your antioxidants, such as your vitamin A, your vitamin C, they help with oxidative damage from free radicals from your from your food, your omega-6 food, or from the sun. In fact, omega-3 is necessary for skin, to keep toxins out. And that's why I'm really interested in it. Because it's one thing that I like to mention is that omega-3 are actually very powerful natural sunscreens. And it's not well thought and more talked about, because you cannot be sure that this is bad market for those toxic conventional, sunscreens, right? But if you can look it up for yourself, you can research omega-3 as a sunscreen, okay, or omega-3 or fish oil as a protective source from oxidation from the sun. You can search it out and see what you see. Okay, it's not well talked about because it's going to destroy some people's adverts on sunscreen. So your calcium is important to build and maintain strong bones. And when I'm talking calcium, I'm not talking cow milk, because that's what we have grown up seeing on adverts. Say calcium, you're thinking, oh, cow milk. No, I'm talking nut milk, okay, like your almond milk, your cashew nut milk. Nut milk actually have more calcium than dairy, and this does your body more good than cow milk, with no risk of inflammation that comes with dairy. Okay, story for another day. Then your fiber, your fruits, they help to restore your gut system. This is also important because people come and say, oh, I don't take prebiotic and probiotic. I say you don't need to take prebiotic. You want to get a lot of your prebiotics from the vegetables, okay? And this is the problem that I have with long-term keto-based diet, is that your carbs are so low and your vegetable included, because a lot of people follow strict keto diet, which is below 52 or sometimes 25 grams of carbs every day, and that's super low on your vegetables as well, which means you're not getting enough of your phytonutrients you know, that your body needs, your those antioxidants, those great nutrients such as your chlorophyll from your vegetables, you're missing out on all the fiber, right? All the good stuff. And fiber is actually meant to help feed the good bacteria in your gut, as well as act like a broom, right? And sweep off all the wrong stuff out of your intestine. So it's pretty amazing, you know, how our body was created to be nutrient, you know, dependent. And it's the same constituency of the things around us. We are made up of these nutrients that I mentioned. And these nutrients are mostly supplied by natural food supplements, aside your healthy diet, right? And I teach you all this in the wellness community, so I'm going to be sharing those with you. First, the supplements that we prescribe, you must know, are not the ones that you buy on Amazon or your chemist or your pharmaceutical or Target or CVS or Walmart or your Costco, you know, all those are your favorite pharmaceuticals or all that. What we recommend are functional medicine brands. Okay, these are great reputable brands that have done third party testing. What by, you know, they are done third party testing, you know, by other, you know, certified nutritional bodies. Okay, this means that they have given their brands to other certifying bodies that don't care about them, and they can tell them, oh, your product, you know, came back with mud, or oh, your product came back with heavy metals. And this is what we find with a lot of these supplements that people know about, the popular ones that you know about. They are laden with heavy metals, they are laden with mud, and they don't have third-party certifications. Okay, so I want you to know this, because these are the supplements that I'm putting in my body. It's something I need to know, and I think it's something that you need to know. These supplements is what you're putting in your body, you're giving your kids, your family, and for me, it's something I also recommend in my practice. So I want to know what I'm giving people. And I always say, as a rule of thumb, don't buy your supplements the same place you buy your toothbrush. Don't do that. Like ordering directly from Amazon. You have a lot of changing of expiring dates and all that. Don't buy your ingestibles from Amazon. In my wellness community, I teach you why you need not to. Because, you know, more and more studies are showing up that the feeling of connectedness is a potential elixir for health, lowering blood pressure, boosting immune system, you know, creating the necessary feelings for happiness and wellness. And these are essential for making babies, if you're trying for babies, for declining aging and old people's diseases. Connected human beings are social beings. We are made to be social. Studies have shown that having a supportive community of like-minded people, people that are driven where you're going, are the most important determinant of mental and physical health. I can't exhaustively explain to you the benefit of surrounding yourself with the right kind of energy, and this is the right time to get connected to the people that are going where you're going, because it's important that you're in the right community. Community is everything that inspires you, that rekindles the right kind of feelings, that rekindles the right kind of passions, and that get towards where you're going, right? Because you need hand holding. I know you want to eat well, you want to do this, but this was how you were feeling, and this is how you made new year health resolutions at the beginning of last year, and nothing changed. By middle of the year, you are back to your same old, because you need mentoring, and you know how difficult you can be. So you need someone matured and that suits you, like me, to hold you by the hand, to ensure that you follow through a tried and proven process and stay slim and have the energy to drive, because you can have so many dreams and aspirations and you don't have the energy to drive them. At the end of the year, you find that you're doing way less than you have capacity for, because you don't have the energy to drive them. The right ecosystem is everything. So these are tail signs. I'm going to tell you tail signs to show you that the So Precious Wellness community was made for you. One is the end of the year and you barely hit your health goals for the year. And it's not like you did not try anything. You tried several health plans, but you are very, very far from your health goals from last year. Two, you really need hand holding. You know that you need close monitoring to eat healthy and to live healthy. You know it. You know also, number three, that you really don't eat much, nor you don't even find time to eat. Yet this stubborn weight will not just let you go. The fourth sign that you need to join us is that you don't even have a wellness goal. Weight loss is just wishful thinking for you. You just wish, oh, I would like to lose 10 kg. I would love to. It would be nice to. You know, you're keeping that, you know, size 10 or size 12 or size 14 gown in your, and one day I'm going to enter, one day is a wishful thinking. 5, you have tried lots and lots of trending weight loss programs, yet you found it difficult to sustain any. 6, your kids are addicted to junk food and soda, and you can't seem to get them to be interested in healthy meals. 7, your spouse is struggling with blood sugar irregularities, high blood pressure, and you need a meal plan to help. 8, you have an elderly one that needs such, you need a meal plan to help. 9, you are struggling with after 35 stubborn weight. Those of you that are after 35, you know. And all the weight shaper and crincher in the world can't help. 10, you really want your family to eat healthy, but it looks like you're recycling the same old menu and everybody is bored stiff on your regular meals. The last one on the list is that you need an all year long health goals accountability system. You need handholding, a handholding community to ensure that you don't fall off the radar. So if these things resonate with you, the So Precious Wellness community was made for you. And we have already started. The excitement is already up. So I look forward to you joining us and you getting a copy of the Untold Impact of Toxins on Your Fertility and Your Health. Get it immediately. Use the link below to get your copy. It's a digital copy, so you can get it from anywhere. Let it be your one of your list of your holiday reads, one of the books that you want to read, so that immediately you're entering the new year with informed, bright ideas and informed mindset to take decision and take back your health and the health of your family. I look forward to welcoming you, giving you a copy of the book and welcoming you to the community. Okay, I look forward to having you around. It's an exciting time and it's important because a lot of people are depressed, lonely, isolated, so you need the right vibe to wake up to. And we're going to be closing it. I'm going to be meeting with the community every week. Every Saturday we have our yard congregation, and you will meet a lot of beautiful, bright minds that are resonating with the kind of dreams and aspirations that you have. I look forward to welcoming you and having you on board till we meet at the community. Keep living healthy and keep giving the world your best.